computer or machine can think or even count. So what was the story? He created an online account on a social media, on a Chinese social media, which is currently not working in Pakistan or many parts of the world, but it only works within the China. He created a bot. Do you know bot? For example, if you comment on a Facebook post and so on, here you will see, for example, user 2345, user 12345, and so on. So these are basically bots. They are not real humans. So we created an account on this specific social media, and that account in a single month reached to 3,300 users. How much? 33,000 views were, that specific account were. Out of 33,000, there was only one person, his name was Byron, who identified that this person account, that this person is basically changing positions. Another user in the male version, the other time the account is identifying in the female version, and so on. Just imagine that out of 33,000, there was only one person who identified. So he answered the question with this experiment that this computer can do. The whole idea behind this story is that the story of AI, how AI started and how AI is basically transforming our lives. Even though we don't have, in the current times, you might not have access to some of the social media which you are currently using. There might be those, those who would be using your pictures, your other stuff as well, and they are going to create social accounts for you as well. You might be aware of those ideas. So he concluded with the idea that yes, computer can count. And how? Let's take the example of ChatGPT. Computer can count. ChatGPT is using the formula of NLP, natural language processing. Like for example, the natural language processing says that how naturally when we communicate with another person in a similar fashion, we communicate with ChatGPT. Let's move forward. But ChatGPT is basically the recent development. Before that, we have multiple events. So I just want to take you back to some events which basically shape what we have right now, that is generated by ChatGPT. In 2017, 7 Google scholars wrote a research paper. And in this specific research paper, what they identified that, and the title was very easy. That is why I just placed the title like beyond shark and because I like fancy stuff. So the title was Attention All You Need to Know. That was basically the title of the paper. Attention All You Need to Know. And it described the generative AI in a great detail. But in the same year, they have designed an implication. How many of you are familiar with the chess game? Please raise your hand. Chess game. Anyone else? Chess game.
Just game.
Chess. C-H-E-S. Chess. Okay. When it comes to the chess game, there are specific moves which, both the contender, they can follow and they can easily win and defeat the other participant. In 2017, what happened that Google designed a chess game that was basically AlphaGo. They designed a chess game and it was trained on the AI. But in a similar fashion, there was another human being. There was another tool or another human, I would say there was another human who was basically a human but he was expert in the chess game. Then there came a contest, let's play with the chess game. One that is designed by a computer, AI, that was also wholly designed by AI, and the next one was designed, the next one was basically a human being. So there took a place of contest, then the contest started. Would you believe who was the winner of this specific competition? Any idea?
AI.
AI? But AI was the winner, but what was the margin? Out of 1,000 games, how many were won by AI and how many were won by
Human.
the human? Any idea? Any guess? Rough guess?
What percentage that would be by human beings?
Okay.
Because each tournament requires
It would be very close.
Okay, very close to it. I think there were like multiple games were played, but most of them were drawn. But out of all those games which were, most of the games were like AI. So this is how AI is basically shaping our life. That AI is not limited only to education, but it has been playing a wider role in multiple sectors, multiple apart from education as well. Let's move forward. What we have next? Okay. So before the arrival of ChatGPT, 30th November 2022, we now get in the history of computer science. 30th November 2022. Before that, I just want to share one more thing that we as a community, we as a third world country, the knowledge which reaches us is way far, behind than those people, the global north, they are holding basically. They introduced ChatGPT 3 in 2020 and it was only to only those elites, but not to us. In 2020 they introduced ChatGPT 3. But what they did, what came from 2022? ChatGPT was available to the large sectors, multiple audience. And it was one of the fastest downloaded tool in the history of digital world. Do you know how much time it took for ChatGPT to gain 1 million downloads on Play Store? Any idea? How much time it took for ChatGPT?
Few seconds.
Few seconds? Anyone else? It just took only 1 week for ChatGPT to be downloaded on Play Store by 1 million users.
1 week.
1 million users by only a week. But before that, I just want to make a comparison with other tools as well, like TV, for example, then we have like Instagram, we have like Facebook and so on. They were way behind, like it took like 3 to 4 years, 5 years, 7 years and so on. But it took like only a week for the ChatGPT to be downloaded by 1 million people. Okay. So I'm going to share some press out with you.
Sir, first you have to
Make a group of two. Okay. So please make a group of two. Come out here. Please break the share over here. Because we